more. Don't stop. My voice slips through clenched teeth, low, urgent, almost unrecognizable. He grips my hips with both hands, like he's known me for years, like he's rehearsed every motion. My back pressed against the cold hallway wall, his mouth on my neck, his breath hot against my trembling skin. I'm shaking, not from cold, from hunger. My legs barely obey. Sweat slides between my breasts, down the side of my stomach. My dress is bunched at my waist, zipper half undone. He pulled it hastily. No ceremony. I didn't ask. I just opened the door. He walked in. Now I'm trapped between the wall and his body. Every motion, from him pushing me deeper into the abyss I dug myself. His hand glides slowly up my spine, then down, tracing to my hip, gripping. A moan escapes, silent. He laughs, a low, satisfied sound, hot. You like being mine? I can only close my eyes and bite my lip. The world outside doesn't exist. Not his wife, not time, not tomorrow. Only now. His hand, my skin, his scent in my mouth. It was in the parking lot, third day of training. He arrived late, uniform wrinkled, hair damp. There was something in his eyes, a beautiful tiredness, a clumsy rush that made me smile. I was leaning against the car, coffee in hand. When he saw me, he stopped, held my gaze for more than 2 seconds. Too long to be casual, too short to be declared. You brought coffee for me too? He joked. His voice was deeper than I expected, and the way he smiled, like saying, I'm not just a coworker. I see you. I laughed but looked away, because I'm good at hiding, because I've lived enough to know what comes next. During the shift, he watched me, discreetly. I felt his eyes on my back every time I bent over to check the equipment. When it was time to leave, he came closer to say goodbye. We were alone. You smell good, he said. I froze, pretended to laugh, but my body didn't forget. Later in the shower, the steam couldn't wash that sentence off my skin, or the imagined touch of his hand on my back. Since that day, everything in me waited for another scent, another sentence, another hot afternoon. Have you ever felt that? That sweet danger pulsing inside, even when everything around seems calm? He sent a simple message. You home? 3 words, and the world spun. I replied with a short audio, my voice deeper than usual. Yeah, doors unlocked. Since I sent it, I couldn't sit still. I paced the living room, heart pounding. Every sound from the street made me hold my breath. I poured wine in a glass, but didn't drink. With each minute, my skin felt thinner, as if everything inside me was about to spill out. When the doorbell rang, I didn't rush. I walked slowly to the door, bare feet on cold floor, echo of heels still in memory from the last time. I opened. He was there, black shirt, eyes low, breathing a little fast. Without a word, he came in. The sound of the door closing behind him snapped something inside me. Do you know what you're doing? I asked, but it came out more as a whisper than a warning. I do. He stepped closer. His heat arrived before his touch. My skin responded before my mind. Goosebumps everywhere. You're shaking. I nodded, barely. He pressed his forehead to mine, one hand on my waist. I'm here. It's just us now. I melded into the gesture, chest against his. My hands clutched his shirt tight. I didn't ask permission, just pulled. He moaned, low, and that sound burst inside me. The world was silent. The street, the neighbors, the clocks. But inside me, pure chaos, fire, pressure, vertigo. Say something, I begged, breathless. He brushed his lips to my ear. You want me now? All of me, don't you? And I couldn't even answer. I just shoved him against the nearest wall, let my body say what my mouth couldn't. Kneel. His voice came low. Director. And I obeyed. No thought, no measure. My knees hit the cold floor of the living room. The dress slid down my thighs. His breath wavered. Mine was no longer mine. He stood there, watching, hand loosening the belt. His dark eyes locked on me. I looked up slowly. The heat between my legs was unbearable. Tension knotted in my stomach. Slow now, he murmured. I leaned in carefully, just the tip of my fingers brushing the side of his thigh, warm skin under the fabric. He moaned, short. His hand rested on my head. Gentle, firm, didn't push, just guided. You like it like this, don't you? When it's you choosing to surrender. My body trembled in response. My eyes shut for a second. To feel more, his touch in my hair, the scent, the grip. When he pulled me up again, lifting me off the ground with ease, I lost my breath. Turn around. I obeyed. Again, no fear. He positioned me against the table, one hand on my nape, the other firm on my waist. Then, a dense silence, just our breathing. Now take it. The pressure came. His body pressed against my back. The heat, the scent, my face pressed to the wooden table, my hands trying to brace, no strength. Each of his movements drew a sound from me, low, but he heard, and responded with more force. His hands held me like I was part of him. Don't run now, he said, lips brushing my neck, and I didn't. I trembled, sweat rolled down my back. My legs faltered, and everything in me said, let it happen. And when he turned me again, quickly, sat me on the table, eyes in mine, breath on fire. Now look at me. I looked and collapsed completely into his gaze. He lays me down on the table like placing something precious. No rush, no hesitation. His hand slides along the side of my thigh, then up to my waist. Relax, he whispers. It's just you and me now. The cold air hits my hot skin. The contrast makes me shiver. He leans in, his mouth on my shoulder, ignites what was already burning inside. A chill climbs up my back. My fingers grip the table, seeking some kind of anchor. Stay here with me, he says, voice thick with desire. His hand slides beneath me, guides me, and then he begins to move, slow, controlled, rhythmic. His weight on me is perfect, not too much, not too little. I close my eyes, but all I feel is light, the muffled sound of my own moan, the soft creak of the table under us, his scent mixed with my perfume, the thick heat between our bodies. Each time he changes rhythm, I lose my breath. Each time he whispers in my ear, that's it. Yes. I fall apart a bit more. My legs wrap around him instinctively. My hips follow his like we've been synced for lifetimes. My mouth finds his with urgency. We kiss with hunger and tenderness all at once. A kiss that asks forgiveness and permission at the same time. He lifts me off the table without breaking rhythm, carries me to the sofa, sits down, and places me on top of him. I fit and continue. His hands glide down my back, his open mouth on my neck. He holds me like he's afraid I'll vanish. But I don't want to go. Not yet. I start to move on my own. Now the control is mine, and I use every second to feel, to keep, to burn. You're mine, he whispers, voice hoarse, almost desperate. Now, I say, now I am. And when his whole body trembles, his arms tighten around me. I collapse, with him, inside him, for him, and even after the peak, we don't let go. He remains inside my space, his hand on my face, my forehead resting on his, but the body still pulses, as if saying, it's not over, and I know it's not, because the silence after still burns. I thought he had left. The door closed gently. Footsteps faded down the hallway. I stayed there, on the couch, still naked, legs folded, chest rising slowly. I closed my eyes. That was it. A brief mistake. A fever that passed. Or at least, that's what I wanted to believe. Silence took over the room. Sweat dried on my skin. His scent still clung to my neck. Then I felt it. A hand on my waist, warm, familiar, the same touch from before. Slow, patient. He hadn't left. You thought that was it? He whispered, mouth against my nape. My body responded before reason. I tilted my head, made room, and let it happen. Said nothing, just breathed deep, and in the dark of the room, heart picking up speed again, I thought, are they still watching me? Or have they already started dreaming?